one of the improvements we made in one-day cricket over the last 12 or 18 months was a lot of our batsmen getting bigger scores more consistently. But we've fallen into bad habits in this series, 20s and 30s, and soft dismissals. So that's been plaguing us all the way through the series, and ultimately that's what's lost us the series. We can't hide away from it. We've got to take it on the chin, accept it, try and remedy it for these last 2 games, and hopefully get some momentum heading into the World Cup.
Can you explain why? I mean, the batsmen could do no wrong, Andrew, during the Ashes series. I just wondered, I've asked this question before, people would deny it. Is it a hangover? If not, what is it?
I don't think it's a hangover. Look, it's a different form of the game, and like anything in the game of cricket, that once you get a couple of low scores, it gets harder and harder to get big scores. But I just think our decision making has been not very good on these wickets. I think in one day cricket you've got to decide when's the right time to attack, who's the right bowler to attack, when's the right time not to attack, all that sort of stuff. We just haven't done that well enough. We haven't been smart enough as a batting unit, I think. And I think Jonathan Trott showed us that they're very good wickets out here. There's no reason why you shouldn't go on and get big scores, but too many of us have done a lot of the hard work, got to 20 or 30 and then played a soft shot. So
there is almost no time now to regroup before the World Cup. We've got 2 more matches here, then home for 3 nights, and then to the subcontinent. That must be a concern.
It is, but I think you've got to accept the World Cup's in a completely different part of the world, and you're going to have to play a slightly different style of cricket anyway. So, like is always the case, at the end of the tour, even a few days at home refreshes you, and then you can turn up at a World Cup, a massive event, one that we're very excited and looking forward to, and that should give us quite a lot of impetus going into that tournament. But look, there's no doubt about it that us as a batting group, we've got to be better than we have been. We're not going to hide away from it. Got 2 more games to make sure we make some improvements.
Could it be that the fact that the World Cup places have already been allocated that make players relax? They've got their place for the World Cup, so the pressure's off?
No, I don't think that's the case. No, I mean, it's a big one-day series that's in its own right. Everyone's trying hard. I don't think anyone's, just cruising through this series. But guys just haven't played well enough.
Poor decision-making and lapses in concentration, is that caused by mental fatigue?
If you are mentally fatigued, you probably do make poor decisions, but I don't think you can just blame every poor decision on mental fatigue, if you know what I mean. So, there's no reason for us to be really fatigued at this stage. We've got a lot of cricket still ahead of us. We look after ourselves well. And, if guys are starting to think about that, then that's a dangerous place for us to be. I don't think they are, but it's something that I'll certainly be warning players off.
You're fit, you look after yourselves well, you can train as hard as you like, but that can't necessarily stop mental fatigue as opposed to physical.
Look, yeah, I accept that it's the end of a long tour, so at the end of the long tour there's always that issue of people thinking about the finish of the tour coming up and all that sort of stuff. But when you go over that white line, it's about winning a game of cricket. It's as simple as that. And, you can be as tired as you like sitting in your hotel room at the end of the game, but during the game there's no place for it. So, I don't think any of our players would be using that as an excuse.
Do you have another bowling injury? Can you tell us what's wrong with Shazad?
Yeah, Asmal Shazad's got a hamstring strain. We're not quite sure how serious it is at this stage. He'll be getting a scan tomorrow.
You keep on getting injuries with bowlers, don't you? But bowlers that come in are all doing their jobs, aren't they? Which again must make it all the more annoying with the batsmen. All the injuries are to the bowlers, but bowlers keep on coming in and doing jobs like Chris did today.
Yeah, we're beginning to run out of bowlers now, but yeah, no, I mean, Woakes, he came in brilliantly today. Hit the deck hard, bowled some really good deliveries. That delivery to get rid of White was an absolute scorcher. And as you say, the guys are coming in. Finney came in, having not played any cricket for a long time, did a lot of good work as well. So, 250 odd was probably par score on that, and we just needed to bat sensibly and intelligently, and we would have had a chance of winning, but we didn't do that. Tremlett, yeah, he's got a slight side strain. So again, he's getting a scan tomorrow, so we'll know more about that tomorrow.
Chris, it must be take the gloss off it a little bit to be on the losing side after such a memorable day for you.
Yeah, it would have made it a lot sweeter if we'd have kept ourselves in the series. But obviously, I was pleased with my performance in the first half of the game. But as I said, it would have been nicer to come away 3-2 after this game.
Did you realise that the wickets were totting up as you went on? Were you aware of that?
Well, obviously, you keep a note of how many wickets you've got, but it's just one of those days where the ball seemed to attract the fielders. It seemed to go in their direction more times than not. And fortunately enough for myself, I picked up 6. But another day, you're getting on. So it's just one of those things.
Have you got anybody that might have to pull somebody up, bowl as well? Anybody around who's in the country?
Yeah, we may do. We're going to have to take stock and assess the injury situation this evening, and then if we need to call someone up, we will.
And just on the batting, might it be time to tweak that top order these last 2 remaining one day?
I don't think so. I think, look, it's more a case of, it's not the order that's the issue. It's the case of guys getting out there and not playing smart cricket. So that's us as individuals and collectively as a group, because partnerships are obviously part of it. It's about us standing up and realising that what our responsibilities are to the side. And I've got every faith the guys in the team will turn it around. It's obviously too late for this series, but got obviously a massive World Cup coming up, and we need to be on the money for that.